podcast, gang? Welcome back. You already know who I am. To my left, we got Eddie. You know, everybody knows him. You know how he is. And to his left, we got my boy Dustin. You know how he is.
Hey.
But we got some sad news. Marcus is no longer with us. Now we will not disclose the reasons. Schedule-wise, we just couldn't. We couldn't make it work. Which, we wish him the best in what he's doing in his life. And we still love him, and we're still connected to him. But as far as the podcast, this is it, guys. This is us. So you get the pleasure of enjoying us. But yeah, let's dive in. I came back from vacation. You tripping, bro?
It's alright.
Nah, you good.
It's all good.
I came back from vacation. I was on vacay. I went to California. Little road trip. Visited a few states. Went to Arizona. Flagstaff or something like that. Every time. Flagstaff, right?
Remember that video you made? You were like, I'm in, what'd you call it? Flagpole?
Flagsmith.
You're like Flagsmith.
Flagsmith.
Flagpole, Flintstone.
So I went out there, got a little break, enjoy some time off. Now I'm back. I brought some products with me too. While I was out there, just a little backstory. While these two out here continue clowning, just a little backstory, okay? While I was out there in Cali, I was roaming around. I went to the mall, and I had my GoPro because I was getting some content for my videos that I do. And I'm in the mall, have my GoPro, my whole setup. And I met, those kiosks. Kiosk.
Yes, sir.
Yep, those in the mall. You have the stores on the side, and in the middle you have those dodgy kiosks that want to sell you. They're trying to overprice you.
Yeah.
So I met my boy. This guy's name was Marcos Valentino.
Yes, sir.
Spanish. Shout out to my boy Marcos Valentino. From Spain.
And from Madrid.
Madrid.
Yeah,
no. I'm disappointed you support Madrid, but that's okay. Long story short, I got he stopped me because he was trying to sell me this skin product that I have right here that you see right here. Basically, what it is like you put it on your face, and like it supposedly like cleans your face. It like takes your skin off, and then you add some little hints of this on there, and it's supposed to silky smooth your face like a baby's bum. Apparently, yeah, bro. I'm telling you, and it works.
What's different about this than other skincare products?
I have no idea, but I will say. No. I'll tell you. I was just kidding. I was kidding.
Wow.
What's the difference is it actually works.
Oh.
This actually works because I've tried it for a couple of weeks now, and it works. So
You are glowing.
yeah, bro, I'm telling you, and I got good skin too. So don't play around with me. So and it's called Vine say it in your
Vine Vera.
Ooh.
Is that what you would say?
That's how we would say Vine Vera.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds nice and pleasant.
So this is what I have. So we'll remove this out of the way. So then I was on vacay, and then I met a guy, and we had a good conversation. And he was able to sell me that, but he sold it me on the low. I'm not gonna disclose the price, but it was it was the low. Yeah. Sorry, my bad, bro. You're trying to.
I guess we get picked up.
Yeah, just in case.
What?
Just in case.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So that was it. Went surfing.
You said you like surfing.
I do.
And you actually went this time.
I went this time.
How was it?
Bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro, but those waves.
Crazy.
Those waves were tough, bro.
Big?
Like, bro, big. Like those waves. And the thing is, like, you look at the waves from afar, right? And you think, like, you know, it's cool, but when you get in there, you actually feel the power of them. And like to surf, it's like it's crazy because it's like it's literally a skill. It's a way of life to some people, which is crazy to me.
They build their whole life.
Bro, some people like
That is, you
after we finished surfing, we went to a bar. We went to get some food, and there was a bar. It said Surf Club.
It was called Surf Club.
Surf Club, bro. I'm telling you,
That's
it's
where
like
all the surfers.
that's where all the surfers go,
And
bro.
they're all there.
Yeah,
In
bro.
their wetsuits.
Wow, not quite. You tripping, bro. You are tripping.
Normal clothes.
He said the wetsuit.
I'm just imagining a bunch of people, huge surfboards, holding them like skateboards, you know?
Yeah, just like
Wetsuit.
that.
Suits,
the lines
their hair
there.
still wet. They still got like
doing
sand in their hair and everything.
Yeah.
doing all of
They're
this.
like, oh, dude, what's up?
And they always carry shampoo.
What
They're
is up?
always carrying-
I rode the wave, smack the lip, drop down, whoop up.
Boom! There you
I
go.
seen that
There you
video.
go. There
I
you
seen
go.
that
Say
video.
bye. That's what I'm thinking of when I think of surfers.
No, for real.
So I did a little bit of that. I also went four-wheeling.
Uh-huh.
That was fun. Some four-wheeling. Yang. So
That's a dirt bike.
I'm actually gonna
You got
bring
it.
out. I'm bringing out a travel video soon.
Really?
So tune in on my Instagram. You know it's gonna be there.
Check it out.
Check it out, and also check these two
Okay.
Instagram too.
I haven't
You
done
know.
anything, but yeah, you can check it out.
Yeah, just check it out. You
Check
know,
it out if you want.
If you want to, right?
The existing post. There's not gonna be any new ones anytime soon, I don't think.
All you gotta do is go to my profile and
Uh.
click to the link bio. It'll
Bio.
take you wherever you need to.
Wherever you need to go.
And where you need to be is here.
It's right here, the I Am podcast, right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I came back into reality. So, and then reality is, you
It
know,
hit you in the face.
hit me in my face and then back straight into it, bro.
Uh-huh.
So
Daily
that's-
grind.
The grind. So what were y'all doing when I was gone there? When I was enjoying
Woo.
my luxury life, what were y'all doing?
I mean, me personally, I work a little bit, but I went to St. Louis. I mean, you know,
Ooh, that boy.
You did?
yeah,
You did
You
go
went to St. Louis?
yeah.
What'd you do there?
I went to Rio Night with my friends, and then one of my friends was getting married, so you know,
Ooh,
he was like,
that's
slide through. I was like, you know, I'm gonna come through.
Yeah.
I gotta make it happen. So I went there, and we had a swell time.
Swell time.
We I catch up with
Say swell.
everybody. Yeah, swell.
Swell.
Yeah, very swell.
Okay,
So
okay,
And,
okay.
and then I catch up with everybody, you know, a little partying every now and then. Shout out my guy, Gino Chioka Serge, my boy.
So Genio,
Yes, sir.
Genio.
Gino X,
Mm-hmm.
homie got married.
Yes, sir. Congrats, bro.
So,
Congrats, for real.
congratulations.
For real.
And August is going down.
Ooh,
But, you know,
we'll
Gino X.
be there.
Yes, sir.
We'll be there for
It's-
sure.
It's going down. You heard me?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yes,
damn,
sir.
man. Come on now.
So-
buddy.
I was
What
just
you-
missing Claudio.
There
you
you
just
go.
missed
I was waking up every day like, man, I cannot wait for Claudio to get back.
To get back,
We couldn't film.
we
We couldn't film the
There's
podcast.
no way we could have filmed.
I was sitting at home
That's true.
when I wasn't working, and I
Mm.
was thinking to myself, you know what I could be doing right now? Filming a podcast.
There you
Filming
go.
a
But I couldn't film it
We just couldn't.
because
do it.
these guys were gone.
Mm.
We could not.
And I was
do
like,
it.
you know what I might do?
What?
I might film an episode by myself and not tell them.
Oh, so watch out for the special episode.
Ooh,
Yeah,
the
so
side
behind the
episode.
scenes. No, I'm kidding.
Nobody really told me about my AirPods, really.
Sorry.
That was, I mean, you're your own man.
Yeah.
I done forgot about it.
I thought that was part of your outfit.
No, I forgot about it right here.
You got your outfit
It was a
going
look.
on.
It
Yeah.
was a look.
Yeah.
It was a little look.
I was like, check it out. I got AirPods.
Little look.
I'll keep
So,
it next time, buddies.
I mean, I wasn't judging you.
For real.
I appreciate
But
it.
yeah, while you guys were gone, I just, you know, life continued for me. Same
Life
old, same
continues,
old.
same old,
Now
same
you're
old,
back.
you know.
Yeah.
Back on the grind, back on the podcast.
Back on the grind, back on the podcast.
You know, and if
man.
you haven't subscribed already, go ahead, take the time out of your day, 1 second, hit that red or white. I think they changed the color of it. The subscribe button, hit it, hit the like button, so that
Click, click, click,
you know,
click,
the
click.
YouTube algorithm recommends you more videos, and then you get to see all of them.
Click, 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 click,
And
click.
more is coming.
We're on the way.
You feel me? Click, click, click. Well, actually, you know what I want to talk about?
What do you want to talk
I want
about?
to talk about what on earth was all this craziness about the Grammys?
Uh-huh.
The Grammy, well,
What happened?
the special things about the
What?
Grammy, two things happen.
Mm.
It depends who you are, who what do you like? Me personally, I didn't care about nothing but the 50-year anniversary of hip hop.
It was 50. It was 50.
50. Hip hop is 50 years old, still young, still going.
That weak sauce hip hop.
Would you say weak sauce?
Yeah, how you say weak sauce?
That's not very good sauce.
For real, it's really not. But I was just happy how they honor the hip hop legend.
Good job.
They did a great job. Of course, I would want to see 50 Cent in there because he's my guy. But at the same time,
You love 50 Cent.
I love 50.
bro.
You feel me?
50 Cent.
But anyway,
And he does that too.
yes, sir.
He does.
Yeah. But anyway,
50
guys.
Cent does this little play on that.
Nah,
50 Cent does that. Yeah.
I love 50 Cent now, but I mean.
Is that your favorite artist? That is your favorite
That
artist.
is my favorite.
Actually?
artist.
Yeah,
50
bro.
Cent.
I never knew this.
When he came to the hip hop scene, the guy just changed everything.
He's good.
He had music.
Live.
He had a movie. He had video game. Literally,
He did actually have
He
a
had
video
video
game.
game?
He actually did have a video game. That is.
He
true.
had a vitamin water.
Oh, I heard-
The guy
yeah, he
had
founded
literally,
Vitamin
literally everything a kid would want.
Yeah, at one point, he was on top.
He was the best.
He had his time. He had his time.
But 2003 is like it's where like I started going outside, see a few things. What's really going on out there?
You went outside.
Yeah. Oh, I was
First time in your
outside
life?
since the young age.
Uh-huh.
But so he's my favorite artist because the year that I was more outside, he captivated that. And, he,
I get it.
Yeah.
What part of your life back then?
Yeah, I mean everything was.
You grew up listening to it.
He was your idol.
Yes, sir.
He was
He's.
your idol.
No, I don't idolize anybody.
Oh.
No, I don't.
No 50?
I do not.
For real?
Nope.
So you
I don't know them. I can't.
You don't look up to them?
You kind of know him. I mean, you know his music.
I just know. Okay, musically, I look up to them. But as far as human being, I don't know who they truly are.
Who they truly
I
are.
can't
Fair enough. That's a fair
really
point.
say.
No, that makes sense.
That makes
Exactly.
sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
the Grammys, man,
Yeah.
Grammy, it was amazing
Because of the 50-year anniversary.
50th
but
anniversary.
that's the only
I didn't
They
know
got
that.
every artist from year 1 to year now.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that hip hop has been around for 50 years.
Yeah, it's still young.
I actually thought it was around a lot longer than 50
Nope.
years. That's crazy.
Only 50.
I know it's not crazy,
50.
bro. That's crazy.
That adds up, but at the same time, it doesn't.
It does.
Yeah.
You're not, I mean, I'm
I feel like it's been around for a lot longer, and I'm saying
50 years
this
ago, that was like.
not because I have the facts, just
Easy.
because it just feels like it's been around It's been around my lifetime for so long, so it just feels like it's been around for such a long
Because
time.
think about it, right? Hip hop started dominating every music genre since the early 90s,
I mean,
2000.
Yeah.
It was like
2000 was
Yeah.
probably the era
Yeah,
that it
like,
really took. Bro,
hip-hop was
2000.
because before that it was rock and roll and all that.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
after a certain time, it just took over.
It really did.
And until now, it's the number one music genre
It's
in the world.
Bro,
hip
it's
hop and
crazy.
rap.
Yeah,
Biggest genre.
Hip hop, it is right.
It's mostly.
But
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
but I'm saying, but like I'm saying, you feel that way because until now, it still is the number one because it been having that spot for a long time. So yeah.
You remember the times when, actually, hip hop even had to the point where it had an impact on how people dressed.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Do you remember the baggy jean, like the baggy jean, baggy, everything baggy.
Bro, at some point, I wanted to be like Nelly.
Oh, remember Nelly?
Bro, he had a little thing over here.
Nelly
That's
had
what I wanted.
Did you
What
know,
do you have?
bro?
A Band-Aid.
I'ma get it
A
to you.
Band-Aid.
A Band-Aid
Nelly.
right here.
For what?
Nelly.
It's a style.
Now, bro, I got you.
I was like, it
Nelly.
looks good on it, bro.
What was it called?
Headband,
Tape.
wristband, Bandit,
Like
come
you just got in a
on.
fight kind of thing.
You ready?
No, tape. Nelly tape. What was that called? What was it actually?
Just a Bandit.
What?
Band-Aid. Bro, you didn't know, bro?
I wasn't around.
You were around.
I was born in '99. When was this happening?
All right, yeah, you were, yeah.
Oh.
You were a little Cupid.
Probably younger than.
Way younger.
Bro,
Graphic
Nelly. Ah, there you go, bro.
Right there. That tape right there, it was popular.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Bro, no, it was weird, but back then,
It was
bro.
like-
Bro, it
Legendary back then.
I'm gonna wear that too.
Yeah,
What you mean?
Did you?
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And where?
It's crazy that was popular,
I know,
bro. It was
crazy.
so crazy, bro.
At some point, I wanted a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, that's
Walk
another thing.
around.
Bulletproof
I wanted
vest.
bulletproof vest because of 50 Cent.
50
Still
Cent
want
used to
one.
wear bulletproof
Still
vest.
want one.
Yeah.
Huh?
Wouldn't it be cool to have one anyways?
Well,
I still want one. I just want one just because.
Okay.
Yeah, just cause.
Like if I go to somewhere,
For
like, you
real?
know what? I have bulletproof vest at home. Like no way. Conversation started.
It's not. We're right there. I'm bulletproof. Are you? Who's your dealer?
I actually own one. You know what a matter of fact is? I actually own one of those at home.
No way.
A whole bulletproof vest.
Nah.
Why?
Yeah.
Bro, you lying.
Why?
No, I'm just like that. See, you guys are so interested.
No, I'm not
That's why I
interested.
want one. Attention.
It's
Anyways,
no.
so what were you saying about the Grammys? We haven't got.
Yeah, we always going off topic.
And then the second topic was Sam Smith with the.
Well, that's the reason I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the reason
That's
you're
what-
talking
about.
Hit it, bro. Go
That-
ahead.
I mean-
So I don't watch the Grammys. I don't know really much.
I ain't me neither. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't
I have
watch
better
it.
things to do, you know, like make toast or something. But anyways,
It's
if you did watch the Grammys or at least heard about it, you heard about Sam Smith's performance, right?
If you didn't hear about it, you saw it, because that's
And,
how I saw it. I saw it on my.
It was I mean, very demonic,
Yeah.
right? Very open, like, yeah, I worship Satan, like in front of everybody.
Mm.
Like-
me personally, I'm not into that music anyway, so I didn't really
Oh,
care.
right.
And I don't even know who. I don't
Easily.
know one song of Sam Smith.
Sam Smith is a.
So it's like
He's a
it doesn't
British. He's a British. Songwriter,
He's very
musician.
good at singing. Like,
He's,
he's actually
he's really good.
Yeah, I mean,
Music's not
it's
bad.
crazy because from when I don't know when he started, and I mean, I can look it
When
up.
we
but
first started
from
hearing
when he
about it.
first started, his music was like,
was crazy.
wasn't it like, it was more like EDM type music?
Oh, yeah,
I remember
really?
being more like R&B.
Was it R&B? I thought it was. I mean,
But I don't
Wait.
really know.
UK into you guys have this white boy,
who?
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
I like
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran's good.
He's
I like.
good.
Yeah, I like that guy. He makes good music.
Um,
But
Yeah.
Sam Smith. he's
Sam
got some
Smith.
weird-
Yeah. So his music.
See, I know Ed Sheeran because he did some interview with somebody.
Let me see.
And he was like, no. I think he was with Kodak Black.
He's cool, right?
Yeah. No, he's a cool cat.
Yeah.
He's a cool cat.
Yeah, so his music back in the day was more like, it was more like, you know,
Slower R&B.
yeah, like how do I even describe his music? It was more like dance music. You understand
like
what
a
I'm?
club type of
Yeah,
like house music.
yeah, and then
Really?
I think so.
I
Yeah,
have no idea who that is.
Yeah, I mean-
except when I saw what he did in the Grammys.
and then I don't know where it come from. He just completely changed.
He
Like
flipped.
now he's wearing dress. He's
getting
wearing
money,
dresses.
Money talks because listen, he came broke. He wasn't really like that.
He wearing really
Big
swinging-
contract, and they was like, if you do this, we're gonna give you this.
This.
And he's
this.
like,
Not
absolutely.
bad.
Absolutely.
Get your money, brother.
That's
Okay.
true.
I mean,
People be doing anything and everything
after
for
the bag.
money.
Get your money.
Oh,
But his
yeah.
performance, wasn't he singing that song Unholy?
Unholy. That's actually the name of the song. The name of the
Unholy?
song is Unholy. It is actually.
Wow.
It's Unholy. The name of the song.
And he was like, I don't know, I heard a little bit about it, but
Uh,
I mean, it was very obvious. Like,
What's your thoughts on it? Shit,
I don't
wanna hear.
like it, man.
You don't
I
like
think
it?
it's
I haven't even heard of it.
it's like it's so open, you know,
Mm.
like people always
What is he
say like
talking
there's the devil and then there's God, right? And I'm a Christian, so I believe in both sides.
Mm,
But I mean, you either worship God or you worship the devil.
mm.
And most of the time, it's kind of frowned upon to worship the devil on stage.
Mm.
But for some reason, no one's even like flinching. I mean, there's people talking about it,
Right.
but I feel like the majority of people are just like, "Oh, that's okay.
Because
That's fine to be evil and worship Satan on stage."
Hey,
I don't know.
from my point of
perspective.
view,
Oh wait.
the reason why it's normal, or because if you really think about it, time has changed. Remember back in the day when, like, you were only supposed to wear certain things, only, you know, and now it's like the 21st century, right? Or
Yeah.
it's like, well, everybody's excuse now, if you do something wrong, it's like, huh? Wait, it's 2023.
I can
Who
do
cares?
it. Who cares?
Who cares? And it's like, no, that's not a reason just to do wrong, just to do anything wrong because it's 2023. But that's how the world is now. So now, not to say that I agree with it, but that's how the world is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
It was almost like people knew not to involve themselves in controversial topics.
yeah,
Like, stay away from that, especially like if you're in the spot
Yeah.
like a celebrity like Sam Smith is. The traditional way would be like, you know, stay away from these certain things, and you probably, you know, it'll work out.
yeah.
But now it's like everyone took a 180 and they're doing the craziest things they can do.
Mm.
Is it for attention? Is it? I mean,
Said it before,
people
money.
say
Yeah,
there's the Illuminati, and if that's the case, then he was freaking. I mean,
Money. He said money. That's it.
You just gotta get that
Yeah,
back,
it's
buddy.
money. Yeah, people like you
Get
should
that
be
back.
surprised what people
I
do
don't
for
know.
money. So
I didn't like it.
You didn't like
Yeah,
it.
I don't
personally-
like the fact that that's what happened. You know.
Mhm.
I personally just don't.
Yeah.
care.
Why does
It's none of my realm, so.
why does that bother you? I want to know why it bothers you.
I mean, the symbolism
Mm.
and the fact that everyone's okay with it.
Is
Like if
everybody okay with
like
it?
if evil is blatantly put in front of you,
Mm.
so easily seen, and everyone just looks at it, and not one person in that audience thought, this is not right.
No, I have a question.
What's gonna happen if one day Satan appears in front of you?
I have a
Let's just say, what if? Is
Yeah.
anyone even gonna be like,
question.
Go on.
scared? You know?
I was so evil about it. Is it because they're dressing up like Satan, or they're showing you to kill somebody, or they're showing
You would have to see it. I mean, you know, Satanism's got all kinds of symbols
So
and like
so
almost idolizing the devil.
they're just showing sign and symbol and.
I mean,
and-
what they were dressing was probably not the best
Okay.
dress. Of course, I don't know all about it. Because
Yeah.
There's probably many other people that can really say what happened. But in my perspective, I mean, looking at it like,
It's like y'all tripping.
I mean, they're almost like they're almost idolizing Satan.
Mm.
Like you know, you go to a church and they're praising God. It was that, but the opposite
Opposite.
at the Grammys.
Yeah.
I got
crazy.
one thing. When people, yeah, and you brought up a good point. You
Yeah.
said when you go to church, people are worshiping God, and
Uh-huh.
then the opposite to it is like people are worshiping Satan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think people on the opposite side look at people that go to church and go, they're crazy or they're weird because they're worshiping God?
I think so. We're gonna take the traditional approach, right? For the longest time, at least in America, has been
Now we're hitting into something.
At least in America,
Yeah.
has been traditionally Christian
Yeah.
for most of history.
Right.
Right, traditionally.
Let's say
More so recently,
religion.
I'd
Let's say
say more religious.
more religious because.
But it has been mostly Christian.
Yeah. Mhm.
If you
Or
look at the
Catholic,
statistics,
or-
yeah, or Catholic,
Mhm.
and that's basically it's very similar views.
Mhm.
It's not exactly the same, but it's we believe in same God, things like that.
Mhm.
Where am I going with this?
Oh,
My mind's blank.
Sam
Anyways,
Smith.
yeah, and so traditionally,
Right.
we would look at someone who goes to church as like, if you weren't a believer, you weren't really bothered by it,
Mhm.
unless the church is coming after you. But those are different things. But like traditionally, if you're believing the right way, as actual true Christians do, traditionally it's like, if other people see you doing that thing, it doesn't really bother them. Like
Right.
church was never like a huge deal. But now, people are kind of, I don't know, a lot of non-believers and a lot of people who maybe do worship Satan. And it's kind of weird. So now they probably could,
Mhm.
but because of how it's been traditionally,
Mhm.
that's why church isn't seen that way.
Now,
You know?
is it a lot of people now worship Satan, or did people always believe and now you're just seeing it because we have technology and we have videos that now that you actually get to see?
I
Whereas
think-
back in the day you never really got to see it because there was no videotapes of, like, for example, you could say like the whole beating black people with cops, right?
Yeah,
Like-
he mean proof.
Proof, right? So now you have video evidence that you get to see. So what I'm saying is it always been like that, or you just didn't know,
Or you just now finding out, paying attention.
because it's now videoed and plastered everywhere?
That's a good argument. That could be the case.
Does that make sense?
But even then, wouldn't it be in history? in books, history books, newspapers. And
There are a
all
lot
over.
of, a lot of events that happen.
They're probably-
That's true.
that the people worship.
Yeah.
Like, bro, even on the Bible, how like
Yeah, that's true.
the story of I think if I'm not sure Abraham or Moses, he went in the mountain to pray God, but when he came back, he saw people praying. On the seas.
that was look at Moses.
Okay.
I do this, but I'm just saying, you know, like it been in history.
It's been in history.
So,
yeah.
Ain't nothing to it.
I agree with a lot of what you're saying. My view on the whole thing. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Yep.
That's my thing. Okay. Because at the end of the day, we live in a world that is messed up. This world is absolutely insane. This world is full of evil,
Facts.
unspeakable evil.
Right. That.
Now, am I gonna like go on there and be like, yo, Sam Smith, this, Sam Smith? Personally, probably not, because me ranting is not gonna do anything. Me saying now, am I like if I have kids, and if I'm if my kids are watching, I'm switching it off. Because to me, like, bruh, it's crazy. To me, it's absurd. Like, from my views, men are men, or boys are boys, and women are women. Boom, that's it. Okay. When you start crossing, I you can do whatever you want, but I don't want no part of it. So when I was watching, I was like, yeah, this is crazy. So I just turned it off.
Oh yeah, it's all crazy.
You understand? I just turned it off. So I didn't want no part of it. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Now, when people, if people wanna complain about it or whatever, at the end of the day, it's all about money.
It really is.
It's all about money. And in this day and age, all you're seeing is evil being plastered everywhere and recorded and put, and it's being normalized or desensitized. Does that make sense? And
exactly, that's what I was gonna say. Like, everyone just sees it and nobody flinches. Nobody turns an eye. Nobody Nobody questions, like, is this even morally okay?
Okay, right.
Because everyone's so used to just being okay with everything. At what point are we gonna be okay with actual things that are bad and tell ourselves that it's okay?
Well, the problem is people are afraid, and people don't want to get attacked. People don't want to get cancelled. People don't want to get they don't want to put themselves in situations where people are attacking them because other people view things differently. So they'd rather be like, you know what, I'm going to say hush hush, so then I don't put myself in that situation.
So they don't have to speak up.
So they don't have to speak up. Me personally, I don't care. I will speak up. I didn't like it, but I didn't like it. It was stupid. But I don't watch the Grammy anyway, so that's me. I don't watch the Grammy.
If you were like a consistent person that watched it every year, it happens every year, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a every 4-year thing. Right?
It's every year.
Every year.
Okay, so every year, if you were someone who watched it every year and that was something you maybe look forward to,
right?
And then this happened, you'd be way more upset.
Yeah, but then I'll just turn it off. I just be like, I'm not gonna watch it no more.
Like, this is probably
I'm not gonna watch it no more.
I don't want to be part of this.
Now, if I was a celebrity, right, and like let's say I was, which one day I think I'm gonna be a celebrity.
One day we're gonna be something.
I'm gonna be big people. I'm gonna be big people. You check my name out, Claudio. It's gonna be on the history book. You just wait. Now, if I got invited to the Grammys, right? So if I'm a celebrity. And I got invited to the Grammys, and I know that kind of thing bothers me. All I need to do is be like, I'm not going to put myself in that situation. I'm going to be like, nah, I'm not going. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
There's no point me going and then arguing about it and saying, I didn't like that. Well, all they're going to say, well, don't show up. Does that make sense?
I think it's one of those things that they do attend because they feel like it's almost like they don't want the feeling of being left out.
Oh, jeez.
Because, like, what if, like, I got an award. I got to go get it. Not everyone does. I mean, you've heard of celebrities, like, well, they're not here tonight. Let's go on to the.
Yeah, I'll be that celebrity.
You'll be that person.
I'll be even if I got a big award, I wouldn't go. Like I'm my own person, meaning that I'm not in this world to please nobody. I ain't here to please none of y'all. You know, I couldn't care less about what you all thought of me or whatever. I'm my own person. So you're always gonna have haters. You're gonna always have people that like you, that love you, and people that don't like you and don't. So at the end of the day, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I put my glasses on, shake my hat, and I'm good. What about you, Eddie?
What do you think about all this?
I personally don't care because each his own. Do whatever you want to do in the world. The world is yours.
The world is yours.
That's my point.
Nah, the world's a messed up place.
Okay, the only reason I care, I think, a bit more than you guys do, is because I look at the world and the trajectory it's going, and if we have to live on this planet with these people, like, come on, I don't even want to have kids in the future if that's the case. Like, at this rate, I mean, what's going to happen when my kids are 23 like I am now?
Right.
What are they going to be dealing with?
The world.
Gosh, dude.
The crazy thing is,
I mean,
go ahead.
I don't know,
if you say it that way, let's talk about it. Okay.
Oh yes, let's talk about it, Eddie. Yes, this was waiting for Eddie.
Right? Same thing, like in the 1920s, 1910s.
He's got his bottle of wine.
Let's hear this out.
You know,
Talk about
it's the same thing. Like I say, the people back there. Like example, white people back there. Like we'll see how black people will fight for equal right. Of course, at some point they'll be scared and they'll be like, "Wait a minute, this world is changing. Like these people are gonna get the same job we're gonna have. Then we're gonna have to share the same bathroom, blah blah blah."
Yeah, they realized it.
The fear that you're having about evil, gay, it's the same thing the fear people had back in the day.
He might have a point.
So it's not your kids is gonna be fine. It's just how you raise them or how. And then at the end of the day, it's their choice too. You can raise a kid however the most beautiful. You give him the most beautiful environment, best school, but it's his decision what he see in the world, what he want to do in the world. That's up to him.
I mean,
it's never up to
I
you.
kind of agree with you, but if you look at, like you were saying, there was the whites and the blacks, right?
Yeah.
And the whites were afraid of the blacks getting the same privileges they have.
Mm-hmm.
There's two sides of that. You can see it as a negative and a positive.
Explain.
People worshiping Satan on stage, how is that a positive at all? Even in 50 years.
So
there's no good side to it.
Okay, not give the good side about
By not worshiping Satan?
No.
I mean, I could raise my kids to do either way. Either way I want to raise them.
Okay.
It's like, I just think, because then you can only protect people from so much. And I don't want to be that parent one day that's like, my kids, they're not on the internet. They can't do the things other kids their age are doing. And to a certain extent, that makes sense. Like, yeah, protect your kids, but if you shelter them their whole life and they go out in the real world and realize it's completely different, it's going to be like a prisoner who comes out of jail 20 years later and tries to adjust to the world.
It's why it's important to be not sugarcoating your kid and always be real with them. The world is like this. Mm-hmm. Some people think different. Some people worship them. Some people worship whoever. It's up to you.
I guess just give them a good moral compass.
There you go. So don't be afraid to say no the way they do it. It's been going on for years.
But doesn't it kind of concern you?
Not really.
Like, let's say if you knew the world was going to end in
100
100 years and we don't do something now, would you be like,
what did you say? What was that?
If you knew right now that the world was going to end in 100 years if humanity as a whole didn't do anything to make a change, would you just sit here and be like, do your own thing? Like,
I'll be honest.
Or would you just be like, all right, let's do something. Let's say something.
I'll be honest.
I don't know.
There's no hope for this world.
That's it. Cut.
Okay, right there. There is, and I'll tell you this because these students know I don't sugarcoat the truth.
That's true.
Okay, there is no hope for this world in a sense of like humanity within itself has no hope.
Dang.
Like, because at the end of the day, we are still killing and fighting one another.
Yeah.
Till this day, with all this great, wonderful technology that we have, all these fancy things that we have, all the glory that we build, all the things that we have obtained, yet we still are fighting one another.
Yeah.
And there's still greed. We're still killing each other for possessions. We're taking things from one another. Where there's evil, like the list goes on, right? There is no hope, and people think they'll get in a spaceship and go off to space, find another planet, and that's gonna help preserve the human race.
Mm-hmm.
You are all crazy to me, right? And I'll be honest, you are, because it's not happening. The world is a fact. It is coming to an end. There's a timer on the world, and it's coming down. Now, when is that? I don't know. I couldn't tell you when. I'm not gonna sit here and say this is gonna happen on this date. No, but the world one day will come to an end. So that's the fact.
I agree with you.
So I am not gonna spend my life trying to fix the world, because we cannot fix the world. To be honest, what we need to fix is in here. The heart, this, right? It starts with you. It starts with you. If you want your environment to be better, it starts with you.
Be the change you want to see.
Exactly.
Okay.
So for people out there, letting you guys know, it starts with you as an individual. That's what I believe, and there is truth out there. Search for it. We have these, use it to your advantage. The internet is big nowadays, so they have all sorts on the internet that you can find and research. Back in the day, they didn't have any of this. You had to go to a library, and information was so hard to get back in the day.
Yeah.
Information is so easy to get now. We can obtain the information from like the tip of our finger within seconds.
Yeah.
So the information is out there. Go and get the material. Go and research for yourself. And I always say, don't find what feels good, because that's your feelings will always deceive you.
Yeah.
Don't find don't seek what everybody else around you is seeking. Find the truth. The truth will always prevail. The facts. When you're in a court of law, right? They're trying to seek the truth.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go, the truth will eventually come out. So
they're not saying, you know what, you don't feel like a criminal, so you're not a criminal.
So I'm not a criminal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You did things that you felt were right.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
Am I saying like the world there's justice? Like, does the world always work on justice? No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying, eventually the truth always comes out.
Sure.
So seek the truth. That's what I would say to you, and that's me. I've sought the truth. In my life, you could say, I'm the happiest person that I've ever been with everything I've been through, and me, I'm going up and up and up. This world is gonna burn. For all I care. All I care about is making an impact to the people. To the people, not the world. The world can burn for all I care, because at the end of the day, it's going to burn anyway.
Something you said, I think I was talking to you just the other day about this. I was like, I'm always concerned about like changing my situation, trying to get myself a better life. And I want to change this, change that. Maybe I'll feel better, but then I realized, sometimes you have to just change yourself. Maybe it's not what's around you. You have to change yourself. Like, be the change you want to see. If I want to get a better high-paying career, I can't just go apply random places and change my job. Maybe I got to learn a new skill or teach myself something and then use what I am to do something better, because I'm not that person yet. Right. So change yourself to adjust to the world.
Change yourself. That's true.
Improvise, adapt, and overcome.
That's true.
As some people say.
Yeah. You got a good point.
Yeah, for real.
That was good.
Because
guys, Mike's gonna catch on fire.
The wisdom. I need to write these down. Scribble it down. It's a risk recorded.
It's recorded. You don't have to write it down.
Homie says it's recorded. It's already in history, guy.
It's documented.
Yes, sir.
It's already saved.
Nah, for real.
So no, but you know, you can. I'm always a big believer. You can live your life how you want. I'm not against people living their life how they want. And you know, you can do whatever you want, but life also has consequences. So whatever you do, there are consequences, and the consequences of the decisions that you make. You know, we know people that are that have made bad decisions. Really bad decisions, and I know people that have made good decisions, but there are consequences, and if you're not careful, you can make some really bad decisions, and you cannot get out of your situation. So I'm a firm believer is like slow down. Life is not a sprint.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a sprint of trying to obtain things. Life is I believe life is a marathon, and I managed to understand that at an age that I was appropriate. So I was able to slow down. So now I'm not competing against people. Back in the day, I used to be competing against people. I wanted to be the coolest. I wanted to do that. I wanted to be popular. I wanted to feel good. I wanted all those things that everybody else had.
Chasing the world.
Chasing the world, and I wanted all that. I'm not gonna lie, I was an idiot.
But none of those things really do satisfy.
But none of those things really satisfied. And so when I realized that, man, I started chilling. I started walking. While everybody is sprinting, you probably got more money than me. You probably got more things than me. You probably look happier than me. That's cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm staying in my lane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about my lane. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's what I believe that. Yeah, slow down.
Yeah, kind of like what I was saying earlier. Is like the reason it does bother me what's going on in the world. It's like I guess I could just say that like I don't like people just following the world and not turning their head and being like, what is going on here? Everyone's just going along with it. That bothers me. So I want to see the world change in a way that like everyone does. They realize like I don't have to do what everyone else is doing. I can just do what I want to do.
Why?
There you go. Do what you want to do, right?
Do what you want to do.
That's
Live your own life.
They are doing
But
whatever they want.
they are doing that, but without realizing it.
Are you saying? Yeah.
Like what I mean is they're following the world and they convince themselves that's what they want to do is chase the world, right? And you're saying don't chase the world.
No. Stop and think.
Like stop and think.
Yeah.
Slow down. It's like they got tunnel vision.
Right.
And they're stuck in this like, follow who's in front of you. I'm just gonna say, let's just use our imaginations for a quick second. Let's say you're in line. All right, there's this huge line going this way, and this line is to the end, right? It's never gonna get anywhere. It's a promised path to satisfaction and happiness, but it's a lie.
Right.
And everybody's naturally already in this line from birth, right? Just how the world works. And there's another line right next to it that actually does lead to happiness. And everyone's stuck in this first line, the one that leads to, it's a lie, right?
Right.
But they have tunnel vision. So all they can see is the person in front of them walking. They can't turn their head and look to see what they're missing out on.
Right.
And what I'm trying to say is people like, stop, take a second, slow down, look around.
And also, I mean, part of that is, remember,
your point, buddy.
Remembering, I don't know if y'all remember in school, but part of it is when you're in school, like peer pressure. You look at your peers and your peers peer pressured you. Now, sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally peer pressured you, and you felt like, okay, all my friends are doing this, so I have to do this. Or whether even if it wasn't your friends or even in your family household, or my sister's getting a college degree, so I feel like I have to get a college degree.
You have
and
to follow
so
the rest
and then so you end up just following because you feel like you don't want to be a disappointment, and I get it.
It's all based on fear.
Fear. It's all based on fear.
Me personally, I feel like it's just how we are. Ever since we were a kid, I mean, you're born in a family. Every kid want to be their dad or their mom. Every kid want to copy whatever they see. It's been there since you're a kid, and you're gonna always follow. You're gonna always be influenced by somebody who you think is important in your life. So to me, it's not really about like. It's just how you're influenced. How
The influence in your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who are the influencer is going to shape who you, I'm not going to say it's going to shape you in the future, but it's, you know, you're going to go that path until you decide to change your way.
change your way.
But ever since you're a kid, you were born, your mom, your dad is there, whatever your dad is into. Just like you gave me an example of Dr. Pepper. You know, you used to see your dad in it. It made you.
That's
you didn't even know.
Yeah,
so
that boy
exactly.
just unlocked the key.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's.
And that's just maybe.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a maybe.
But it been
Why I
there,
was the way I did, yeah.
unconsciously without even knowing it, because you copy ever since a kid. Human being are like a sponge.
That's what I'm saying.
Every year, every we.
Yeah.
We you know we get information.
We're absorbing
So
information.
Yeah.
But I think it takes a moment of being self-aware to realize, like, oh, I'm just doing what everyone else does,
But
and not taking a second to like go against the grain, you know?
Yeah. You think as much information is there, you think there's the right information and there's wrong information?
it depends where you are, really. But yeah.
What do you mean?
There are wrong information out there. If you grew up in a rough place and then all your peers or whoever you look up to sell drugs, guess what? You're gonna sell, because that's the only information that they're providing to you. And me, I got.
At some point, you'll realize, like, I know this is wrong, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Exactly. At some point, it's what I said. In the future, it's gonna be up to you to decide if you want to continue that path or not. At some point, you're gonna look at yourself and be like, "Do I want to do that forever, or not?"
So make a decision.
Yeah, it's
So,
really.
Yeah. So, and this is actually a topic that I enjoy, but choice.
Yeah.
As a human, right? We all have choice. You think we all have the even in that situation you just presented, right?
Yeah.
Where mom and dad they sell drugs, so now I'm forced to sell drugs. Do you think I have a choice in that?
Not forced, but especially, see, people close to you have so much influence in you. Everything you do now is because somebody influenced you when you were a kid. It's why you change your way this way. It's what made you this, or whatever you've been through. So of course everybody have a choice, but your choice is gonna be based off of what inspire you anyway. It's you don't really have you have a choice, but it's based off you who influenced you.
So I don't have the freedom to choose. Is what you're saying.
You have a freedom to choose, but you only have a freedom to choose based on of what you've been exposed.
I mean, it goes both ways.
Yeah, it goes both
like,
ways.
have you guys ever heard this? Like, I don't know if it's even a real story or not, but I've heard it and read it several times about, there's two boys, right?
Yeah.
They're two sons of this one guy who's a dad. He's an abusive person. He's an alcoholic. He does drugs.
I know where you're going with
all
that.
these
I think
things,
I heard
right?
That too.
And then the boys grow up. One kid, he grows up and lives exactly like his dad, right? He's always angry. He's abusive. He's an alcoholic. He does drugs. The other brother, who grew up in the same household, doesn't do any of that. He's sober, never drank alcohol. He's the nicest person ever, right? And you ask them both the question, why are you the way that you are? And they both answer the same answer.
Exactly.
Because I watched my dad.
That's my point.
One
You
kid
only
watched his dad
have an option
and learned to do what he did.
There
The other
you
one
go.
watched his dad and was like, I'm going to be the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Far from that. And so it's weird. You can grow up in any situation and be the complete opposite.
Opposite, but it's gonna be the same answer. It's because of my dad.
Mhm.
Why are you doing that? Because of my dad. Why are you doing it? Because
Yeah.
of my dad. It's literally your choice is based who influenced you in your life. It's
So what
because
are you
of
saying?
him. It is because of him. I'm changing my life. Like an example, the people who didn't grow up with dads. What do you say to them? You know,
If they did, yeah.
you feel.
Or both.
Yeah.
I mean,
or both. Like, what do
And they
you?
probably have different circumstances.
Like
People that were in their lives.
Yeah, I feel like them. It's more of the people who had more impact on their life, like the mentor or
Right.
But it's what
There's
like,
always
the
somebody in
decision
someone's
is
life.
based
Even
on.
if they have nobody, there's still somebody.
Yeah, there's always
There's
somebody.
people everywhere, There's
Yeah.
got to be someone they've talked to more
Yeah.
than 5 minutes in their life,
Mhm.
It'll be somebody, and then they'll have a reason they turned out the way they did.
There you go.
But I think what we're trying to get to is, like, the world is headed for like a path that it's on, and you know, you can take a second and think about like, you know, if I follow the world and chase the things the world has to offer, it's never really going to lead me to happiness.
But
you know,
I feel
so
like
don't do your own thing.
I feel like the world been like this since day one. It been evil, it been destruction, it been war, it been happiness. There's never been a year ever since human being we're here, and it never been a period where.
But want to take part of it.
No, but listen,
You know?
it never been a period in a human being history or the world history that we are peace. Nobody's fighting nobody.
Right.
Like everywhere, there's
Always
never,
been.
ever been, and it's gonna always be like that. So to hope that it would be like, I hope that war, peace, but we never, we don't even know what really peace is. If you think about it,
We haven't
we
experienced
never
it,
had it
you're
like
saying.
the entire nation is at peace. Never. Always at war. So some parties at war, sometimes at peace, and then they at war, they at peace.
Close.
It's all over the place. Sorry, I almost cursed.
You're good.
But anyway, it's all over the place. So to say you want the world peace, you never had that in the first place. You feel that way because your section or where you were living at,
Your perspective.
it was peaceful. Like you know, over here you go to school, the bus is there. You go to the things that. But the kids who grew up in Africa, all they knew, it's war.
I know.
Oh, not just
You feel
Africa.
me?
Yeah.
Middle East.
Or, yeah,
Middle
in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Like all they know is destruction. So you can't say like just stop it and because you
Oh,
everybody.
okay, yeah.
Like
So
it's really hard to
It's not
say
as
to
simple
generalize
as just
it.
stop and stop, because you are in your certain state of the circumstances. But I think it's all based on a mindset, really. If you know you're doing something,
That's
stop
it.
doing it.
Yeah, mindset.
All right. So to wrap this episode up, we got 3 minutes.
What
do you wanna-
We can squeeze a little 2 minutes in there.
We'll just do the next one. So what do you think? To wrap it up. What's the
No. What were you gonna say?
That was it.
What was you said something? What was it that you
Yeah,
said?
like you know, no matter what the circumstances are,
Uh-huh.
you know, maybe they have limited room to change, right? Because maybe they are in a rough environment, and they can't do anything can change that. But I think it's all based on your mindset of who do you want to be, not who you are forced to be.
That.
So
Go ahead.
good
Don't
point.
form yourself to fit the box.
Good point.
Choose your own shape.
Great point. But what do you say to the kid who grew up in the Middle East, who grew up at war? The entire life, that's all they know. How they're going to change their mindset if they've never been exposed to a good
They
mindset?
don't know how. I mean, it's definitely hard.
That's my point.
It's definitely hard.
So it's why I'm saying, you guys be careful saying, oh, like why everybody just stop and think.
I guess.
Not everybody have the luxurious or even have the time to think.
I know.
Because they think about what is my next meal?
Yeah.
How am I gonna be safe? My kids over here, how am I gonna protect them? So it's you really gotta be careful what you say. You know?
I mean, let me say my piece. How long?
We got 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
So
I'll
we
say
can-
my
very
piece.
quick,
I'll
2
stand
minutes.
and die on what I believe.
Let's go.
It's about your mindset, and I'll explain what's about your mindset. Yeah, I have a family to feed. Correct. You're right. My family that I gotta feed, I still have the choice to be, because life is a risk. Everything that we do is risk, right? So even though my choices are limited, I still have the choice to be like, okay, I can go and do something better for my life, or I can take my whole family. Yeah, my whole family, I might die in the process, but it's still a choice, right? Because the world's not fair. Like the world is not fair. So the world is there, right? I'm saying you have to take risks, right? So some people take risk and they pay the price. Some people take risk and you see how it benefits them. But if I'm just gonna sit here and say and hope that I'm waiting for my next meal and just sitting here and it's not gonna fix my situation.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying based on his point of like how he said everybody just needs some time to think, to sit back and just think. And I'm saying some people don't have the luxurious to even have a time to sit back and think because they're constantly in the movement, they're constantly running a war or they're running the bullets.
Right, but that's life. That's the world.
Okay.
Some people, that's the world we live in.
Pause
like
it.
20 seconds.
Hit it.
So,
Wait. How
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Well, hey guys, just to wrap it up, this is the third episode. Tune in. Tune in real quick. Click, share, like. Eddie, how do you usually say? You say it better than me.
How do you?
What's your little click, share, like? What was it you usually say?
We gotta do the 1, 2, 3 cut right now.
1, 2, 3, cut! There you go.